Omar knew what was going on here and maybe profited off it?
Yeah, Rob, so let's take a step back and ask a question. Why do we import any Somalis to America? If you look at Somalia as a nation, you can plainly see that this country is not going to be compatible with Western civilization. Now, you asked about Illhan Omar marrying her brother. That's horrifying. Being inbred is a very bad thing in Western civilization. It's not what you want to do. There are horrible genetic results. It can really collapse your gene pool. It's immoral in our culture. But in Somalian culture, Rob, up to 50% of the tribes are inbred. That's first and second cousin marriages. The coefficient there is one of the highest rates of interfamily marriages in the world. Also some of the highest rates of child brides in the world. One of the highest rates of female genital mutilation on earth is from Somalia. One of the highest rates of polygamy and tribal warfare and fraud and piracy, all from Somalia, Rob. So you need to ask the question, wait a second, who decided that this was a good culture to bring here? Here's my test, Rob. My test is the people are the nation. So it's not like you're just bringing over a bunch of Americans, you're bringing over Somalia. So let's say you were to take Somalia as a place and make it a 51st state. Would you want to visit that state? Is that a place you'd want to go?
No, I don't want to visit Somalia. Yeah, it's like spring break Somalia. Would you do that now? It's been a failed state since Bill Clinton, and people think this is exclusive to just Minnesota. It's not. I don't know if you've seen this, but this is Winooski, Vermont, which is like 25 miles outside Burlington, Vermont. It's like 25 miles from the Canada border. Here they're raising the Somali flag. Again, this is Winooski, Vermont. Take a look. No sense to me. Benny, can I ask you, so Democrats love to say that no one's above the law, but they never mention illegal aliens, drug cartels, terrorists, felons, Somalians who are breaking the law. Why is that?
Well, again, it is part of their culture. You have an entire failed state where the culture is fraud and piracy. Now, here's how the food fraud worked, because I think that people have lost just how simple this was. Restaurants in Somali neighborhoods in Minneapolis claimed they were feeding people during COVID. Those were ghost meals. Those meals never happened. They were able to pocket all of the money through a program. Rob, where's that program come from? Well, it was called the Meals Act. It was passed in 2020. Who was the author of that bill? Illhan Omar. Illhan Omar created the vehicle for the mass billions of dollars of fraud in the community. And it's not a coincidence that the vast majority of the restaurants had a connection to Illhan Omar. The people who were now federally indicted for this fraud were close allies of Illhan, worked on her campaign, donated to her campaign. That's how she gets $30 million. She writes the program. Her friends benefit from it, and then they donate to her campaign, bags of cash. We know they were already funding Muslim terrorism back in Somalia the same way.
It's unbelievable. And I hope the administration, the vast majority of Somali immigrants in this country right now, we looked this up today, Benny, they're on food stamps. Many are unemployed. Many don't speak the language. And those are just facts. Again, we're going to talk about facts. We're going to deal in facts. Okay, we're not trying to be cruel or unkind to anybody. We love immigrants. We love for them to be legal. But shouldn't there be, and again, I've got about 15 seconds, but some sort of assimilation program set up in this country for legal immigrants?
Yeah, I mean, I've got to tell you, man, I think that America's full. I would like to see net zero immigration for the rest of my life. We did this in the 1920s when Calvin Coolidge said there's just too much. We need a cooling off period because the nation is splintering. I think that's happening right now. The Somali problem in Minneapolis proves it.
Benny Johnson, great to see you tonight. Enjoy the podcast. We'll do it again soon. Thank you.